Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video on this channel. Francesco or Keep Productive did a video on this app. It has been on my radar since I got it recommended from one of you, and I have been playing a little bit around with it. And today I thought it's time to make the video because the app is actually quite cool. So the way it works is that you can easily add a note just by writing it. So let's say I wanted to make a note on Scrintl. I could easily do that. But there are a few other options for organizing as well, which is really cool. So the app allows you, I think it's 60 notes on the free plan, and the paid plan costs $8 each month if billed yearly, or $10 each month if billed monthly, which is quite expensive for a lightweight note-taking app. But I think this app has some things to it. So let's say I wanted to have a place for my note-taking apps. I could make a note-taking apps note. Let's just move this up so it is at the top. It is supposed to move. Now it is moving, so I had to press out of here to move this. So let's say I drag this, and I can actually drag my different note-taking apps into here. I am struggling a little bit, so I could add all of these into here. Stashpad is a note-taking app, and Heptabase is a note-taking app. I will delete this, so the way you can delete it is probably best way is to actually right click and delete, or you could press Control Enter. And inside of my note-taking apps, I can actually have all of the apps I have or want to review, and I can even add notes into here. So we would say that this is a visual note-taking app, and I could press enter, and then I would have this as a tab. I can close this again, go back in just to show you, open in a new tab, and here you can see that I have a note within a note. You could do this for project as well. So let's say I wanted to film a stashpad video. I could actually add that inside of here, right click, open, and I could have my to-dos, and as I do them I can mark them as done, which is quite cool. You are supposed to be able to pin notes as well, so I could pin this if I wanted to. I'm not going to do that right now. And just to show you how para would work inside of this, we can call this archive, and I will be finished with this video quite soon. Then I can move this into my archive. I didn't actually move it to my archive. Let's try one more time. I am a little bit shaky, that's why this is hard. And now it is in my archive. You can also see the amount of notes you have inside of here as well. And this is probably a really good simple note-taking app. It feels really simple to use. Let's just try to add a picture here as well. I'm just going to add my YouTube thumbnail, and it actually does a good job with that as well. So in my case, most of my YouTube videos are projects. So I would probably add a thumbnail inside of this as well. Once the video is finished, I can open this and I can add my thumbnail as well. Press enter. Here we go. Now we have the thumbnail inside of here as well. So overall, I would say that this app is probably the best for people who want to take light weight notes. I think the organizational aspect of it is really cool, the way you can organize things and just drag them around. I would say that that is probably its best feature, and it would probably compete with something like Toos, which is another great note-taking app. However, Toos is actually free, so I don't understand why people would choose this app instead because it is really lightweight. If it had cost $3 or even $5 each month, I would probably recommend it. But $8 or on a yearly plan and $10 each month, it is quite expensive for such a basic functionality. Um, but honestly, I think the app is quite cool. It is just a little bit too expensive for my taste with the functionality it has right now. However, if you're into like really lightweight note taking and you want something that is really simple to use, I would probably recommend you this app. However, you have to remember that it is quite expensive. You can also have several different spaces. So I called this YouTube test because I'm testing it for my YouTube video, but you could have your areas, your projects, your resources. You could have those um, as different spaces within, and you could add things inside of there. Let me just show you one last thing because there is another way to move this. Let's try move to, uh, and I could actually move this into somewhere else. I could move it to home, or I could even move it to a whole different space. So let's say your archives would be here. uh, I could actually move it into my archives here instead of having that within the YouTube test space. So honestly, think it's a good app. I think it is a little bit too expensive with the functionality it has. But if you want to try out a lightweight note-taking app, I recommend you download it and try it for free for a while, and you can see for yourself if this is something you are willing to pay for. In my case, I am probably not going to pay $8 each month for a lightweight note taker. That's just my personal opinion, but the app is quite good. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions or any apps you want me to take a look on, comment down below and I will try to get to them as soon as I can.